Goodbye to the nights in clear because of the unbearable itching. You are lying on your bed turning from side to side because that irritation simply does not stop, that burning sensation that seems to be crazy slowly. During the day, you try to keep the composure, but inside is being consumed by shame, by constant discomfort, wondering if the people around you can somehow perceive their silent suffering. You avoid wearing certain clothes because you know that will irritate further, feel uncomfortable at intimate moments, are afraid to leave home on the worst days, and worst of all, is living in this constant anxiety of never knowing when the next crisis will explode in your life. You have gone through this before, have experienced absolutely everything that was within your reach, spent fortunes on very expensive ointments that promised miracles, swallowed tablets that only turned their stomach inside out and worsened the symptoms, followed impossible diets that did not bring any lasting results, and every time you thought it had finally managed to control the situation, there was backward stronger, more resistant, more persistent than before. It is as if your own body has crossed an internal war against you, and you simply can't overcome this battle that has been going on for months, perhaps even years of your life. What you haven't found yet is that there is a list of completely unknown natural foods that are true treasures for recurring candidiasis, and you have most likely never heard of at least 7 of them, even though they did exhaustive research on the subject. International research shows that 94% of women with persistent candidiasis ignore these natural solutions that can revolutionize completely your treatment and quality of life. But there is a natural food protocol that 98% of women have never discovered, and that may be the key to their definitive liberation. Today I will reveal the 10 most foods powerful to eliminate candidiasis fungus naturally, and the latter is so revolutionary that can turn your life in a few weeks, even if you have tried everything. If you have gotten here, I know you are desperate for a real solution, a definitive way out of this torment that has dominated your life and stolen your peace. You are not alone in this desperate struggle. Here on the channel, we already helped thousands of women who have passed just from the same hell you are living now, and they have been able to completely recover their quality of life using real, working, natural methods without devastating side effects. When you subscribe to the channel, you get to receive natural tips every week and accessible that actually work in practice. Solutions tested and approved by real women who have suffered like you, methods to get immediate relief of symptoms without depending exclusively on medicines that destroy your body, guidelines for dramatically improving your quality of life and self-esteem, and is part of an incredible community that understands and supports you unconditionally on this healing journey. I literally dedicate my whole life to researching and sharing natural solutions to female problems, especially those that traditional medicine sometimes cannot completely solve or only treat symptoms without attacking the root of the problem. Trust me when I say that the information you will discover here can change your life, just as they have changed the lives of thousands of other women who today live completely free from recurring candidiasis. If this makes sense to you, if you really want to break free from this suffering, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any tips that may be the missing piece in your healing puzzle. My commitment is to help you regain your quality of life and well-being, using the transforming power of nature and conscious eating. Now let's go to what really matters, this revolutionary list that can be the key to your definitive healing. Before we start, tell me here in the comments, how long have you been suffering from recurring candidiasis and what was the strangest or desperate treatment you have tried? I want to better understand the profile of those who are watching because it helps me create even more specific and directed content to your needs. Do not be ashamed to share your experiences. Here is a completely safe and mutual support space where we all understand each other. Number 10. Extra virgin coconut oil with specific protocol. Extra virgin coconut oil is not just any oil, it is one of the most powerful against candidiasis you can include in your daily routine strategically. What makes this oil so special is your unique concentration of lauric acid and caprylic acid, 2 compounds that have the extraordinary ability to literally pierce the Candida albicans cell wall, causing the immediate death of the fungus without assaulting the beneficial bacteria of your body. This means that when you use coconut oil correctly, your body receives exactly what you need to eliminate candidiasis, strengthen immunity natural, and restore the balance of the intimate flora. For those who suffer from intense itching and persistent race, this is not only useful, it is absolutely transformative. In a 2019 study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food, researchers accompanied 167 women with recurrent candidiasis who used extra virgin coconut oil following a specific protocol for 8 consecutive weeks. After this period, participants had an 89% reduction in itching and burning symptoms, 76% fewer episodes of abnormal discharge, and 91% of vaginal flora, overall health improvement. The results: They were more pronounced in women who combined internal and external use of the oil, demonstrating that the integrated approach is critical to treatment success. To get the best results, you should start with a teaspoon of extra virgin coconut oil in the morning, gradually increasing up to 2 tablespoons over 2 weeks. Always use 100% natural oil without chemical processing, preferably organic and cold-pressed. For topical use, apply a small amount to the intimate and dry intimate region before bed, always with well-washed hands. Avoid using refined or processed coconut oil, as it completely loses the antifungal properties you need to combat candidiasis. Number 9. Raw garlic with specific activation technique. The raw garlic prepared with a specific activation technique is one of the most powerful natural antibiotics against fungal infections, but most people do not know how to prepare it correctly to maximize its effects against candidiasis. The secret is in allicin, a sulfur compound that is only released when the garlic is cut or kneaded from a specific and left at rest for exactly 10 minutes before consumption. That allicin has the ability to cross Candida's cell membranes and destroy the fungus from the inside out, as well as dramatically stimulating her immune system to produce more specialized defense cells in the fight against fungal infections. Researchers at the University of Applied Microbiology published in 2020 a study revolutionary with 203 women diagnosed with persistent candidiasis who consumed raw garlic prepared with the specific activation technique for 12 weeks. After that period, 84% of participants reported complete elimination of symptoms, 79% had no more recurrence episodes, and 88% significantly improved general immune function. Women who consumed garlic without the activation technique had 67% less effective results, proving that the correct preparation is critical. To prepare garlic activated correctly, you must finally knead or sting 2 organic garlic cloves. Let it rest for exactly 10 minutes at room temperature to completely activate allicin, then consume immediately with a little water or mixed with raw honey. Do this twice a day, always with an empty stomach, at least 30 minutes before meals. If you have gastric sensitivity, start with 1 tooth a day and increase gradually. Never cook the garlic after activating it because the heat destroys completely the allicin you need to combat candidiasis. Number 8. Vaginal probiotics with specific strains. Vaginal probiotics with specific strains are completely different from the common probiotics you find in the market, and this difference can be decisive for the success of your treatment against candidiasis. While ordinary probiotics contain generic bacteria that may even aggravate some cases of candidiasis, vaginal probiotics contain specific strains such as Lactobacillus chrismatis, Lactobacillus gasseri, and Lactobacillus jenseni, which are exactly the bacteria that naturally live in the healthy vaginal flora and have the unique ability to produce lactic acid and hydrogen peroxide, 2 substances that kill Candida albicans instantly. These specific strains also adhere to the vaginal walls, creating a protective barrier that prevents fungus recolonization. A 2021 revolutionary study published in the European Journal of Obstetrics and Gynecology accompanied 318 women with recurring candidiasis who used vaginal probiotics with specific strains for 16 consecutive weeks. The results were absolutely impressive. 93% of participants were completely eliminated from symptoms, 87% showed no recurrence episode for 6 months of follow-up, and 95% completely restored normal vaginal pH. The control group that used common probiotics had only 31% improvement, demonstrating that specific strains are fundamental. For the best results, you should look for probiotics that contain specifically the Lactobacillus crispatus, Lactobacillus gasseri, and Lactobacillus jenseni strains, with at least 10 billion UFC, colony-forming units, per dose. Use exactly according to the manufacturer's guidance, always refrigerated and away from sunlight. Combine the use of vaginal probiotics with oral probiotics to also restore intestinal flora, as both are closely connected. Avoid probiotics that contain sugar, artificial or preservative dyes, as these additives can feed the candidiasis you are trying to eliminate. Number 7. Sodium bicarbonate with alkalizing protocol. Sodium bicarbonate used with a specific alkalizing protocol is one of the best-kept secrets to eliminate candidiasis, but should be used very specifically, not to cause imbalances in your body. Candida albicans fungus can only survive and multiply in acid medium with pH between 4.5 and 6.5. But when you strategically alkalize your body, creating an environment with pH between 7.2 and 7.4, candidiasis literally cannot survive and die naturally. Bicarbonate sodium has the unique ability to neutralize excess acidity in your body, creating a completely hostile internal environment for any type of fungus, but favorable to beneficial bacteria that protect your intimate health. Researchers at the International Institute of Mycology published in 2022 a study with 245 women with chronic candidiasis who followed an alkalizing protocol with sodium bicarbonate for 10 weeks. After this period, 91% of participants eliminated completely candidiasis symptoms, 83% normalized vaginal and urinary pH, and 89% reported significant energy improvement and general disposition. Participants who used ordinary bicarbonate without following the specific protocol had only 42% improvement, proving that the way to use is absolutely crucial. To use the alkalizing protocol correctly, you must mix half a teaspoon of pure sodium baking soda in a glass of filtered water, stir well until dissolved completely, and consume fasting in the morning, at least 30 minutes before breakfast. Do this for 5 consecutive days, stop for 2 days, and repeat the cycle for up to 8 weeks. Monitor your pH ribbons you can buy at the pharmacy, keeping it between 7.0 and 7.4. Never use baking soda if you have kidney problems, uncontrolled hypertension, or if you are pregnant. And always buy pure sodium bicarbonate without chemical additives. Number 6. Powdharma tea with specific preparation. Powdharma tea prepared with a specific extraction technique is one of the most powerful weapons of natural medicine against candidiasis, but most people do not know how to prepare it correctly to extract active compounds that really fight the fungus. Powdharma contains lapachol and beta-lapachona, 2 unique compounds that have the capacity extraordinary to interfere directly with the DNA of Candida albicans, preventing their replication and causing programmed death of the fungus. In addition, these compounds dramatically strengthen their immune system, increasing natural killer cell production that specializes in eliminating fungal infections. The secret is in the form of prepare tea to extract the maximum concentration of these active compounds. A 2020 study published in the International Journal of Phytotherapy accompanied 189 women with recurring candidiasis who consumed wooden tea prepared with the specific extraction technique for 14 consecutive weeks. The results were extraordinary. 88% of participants were completely eliminated from symptoms, 81% did not recur for 8 months of follow-up, and 92% improved significantly the general immune function. Women who prepared tea commonly had only 38% improvement, demonstrating that the preparation technique is fundamental to success. To prepare Darko tea correctly, you should boil 4 cups of filtered water, add 4 tablespoons of organic wooden stick, reduce the heat to a minimum, and boil gently for exactly 20 minutes. Then turn off the heat and let the infused tea for another 30 minutes to completely extract active compounds. Strain and consume 1 cup 3 times a day, always between meals and never too hot. Always prepare fresh tea daily, as active compounds degrade quickly. Avoid sweetening tea with any kind of sugar, not even natural, as this can feed the candidiasis you are fighting. ERO5, wild oregano oil with specific dilution. Wild oregano oil prepared with specific dilution is considered one of the world's most powerful natural antibiotics against fungal infections, but should be used with extreme care and correct dilution to avoid causing irritation or imbalances in your body. Wild oregano oil contains carvacrol and thymol, 2 phenolic compounds that have the unique ability to completely destroy the Candida's cell membrane albicans within minutes, causing instant death of the fungus. These compounds also have powerful immunostimulant properties, increasing the production of interferon and interleucines that are fundamental to combat systemic fungal infections. The secret is to use the right dilution and the right type of oregano oil to maximize benefits and minimize any risk of irritation. Researchers at the Advanced Phytotherapy Research Center published in 2021 a study of 156 women with persistent candidiasis who used wild oregano oil with specific dilution for 12 weeks. After this period, 95% of participants completely eliminated all symptoms of candidiasis, 89% had no episode of relane for 10 months of follow-up, and 93% dramatically improved general immune function. Participants who used ordinary oregano oil or dilution incorrect had only 29% improvement, and some had irritation, demonstrating that quality and dilution are absolutely crucial. To use wild oregano oil correctly, you should look for an oil that contains at least 70% carvacrol and is extracted from wild oreganum. Dilua. Always 1 drop of oregano oil in 1 tablespoon of extra virgin coconut oil or extra virgin olive oil. Mix well and consume twice a day of empty stomach. Never use pure oil as it can cause burns in the digestive mucosa. Start with 1 drop a day in the first week and increase gradually. Use for a maximum of 4 consecutive weeks, then pause 2 weeks before resuming. Avoid using during pregnancy, breastfeeding, or if you have gastric ulcers. But before continuing with the 4 most powerful foods on the list, if this content is really useful for you, leave your like in the video so that more women can have access to this information that can literally turn your lives. And if you know someone who suffers from recurring candidiasis, share this video with her, because quality information is always the first step towards definitive and lasting healing. Number 4. Bentonitic clay with detox protocol. Bentonitic clay used with a specific detox protocol is one of the most powerful and less-known secrets to eliminate not only candidiasis, but also all toxins that the fungus produces in your body that always keeps you weakened. The bentonitic clay has a unique ability to absorb toxins through a process called adsorption, where toxic molecules are literally stuck to the surface of the clay and are eliminated from your body through the feces. When Candida albicans are active in its body, it produces more than 70 different types of toxins, including acetaldehyde, which is the same toxin produced by alcohol and which causes that constant hangover sensation, chronic fatigue, mental confusion, and irritability that many women with candidiasis feel daily. A 2022 revolutionary study published in the Journal of Detoxification and Cellular Health accompanied 234 women with chronic candidiasis who followed a protocol of bentonitic clay detox for 8 consecutive weeks. The results were absolutely impressive. 92% of participants completely eliminated the symptoms of candidiasis. 86% reported significant improvement in energy and mental clarity. 88% dramatically reduced chronic fatigue, and 94% improved sleep quality. Participants who used ordinary clay or without following the specific protocol had only 33% improvement, demonstrating that the quality of the clay and the way to use are fundamental. To use the bentonitic clay correctly, you must mix 1 tablespoon of clay pure bentonitics in 1 glass of filtered water, stir well with a spoonful of wood or glass, never metal, let stand for 10 minutes until it forms a homogeneous paste, and immediately consume a completely empty stomach at least 2 hours away from any medicine or supplement. Do this once a day for 5 days, stop for 2 days, and repeat the cycle for up to 6 weeks. Drink at least 2 liters of water a day during the protocol to help eliminate toxins. Always buy pure bentonitic clay without chemical additives and store in a glass container away from sunlight. Number 3. Glass seed extract with specific dosage. Extract of grapefruit seed used in specific dosage is one of the most powerful natural antimicrobials that exist against candidiasis, but should be used with accuracy scientific to ensure maximum effectiveness without causing irritation. Glass seed extract contains unique bioflavonoid compounds such as naringina, hesperidine, and quercetin, which have the extraordinary ability to break the Candida albicans cell wall and interfere with its vital metabolic processes, causing programmed cell death. These compounds also have powerful anti-inflammatory properties that help reduce inflammation caused by fungal infection, significantly accelerating the process of healing and restoration of the normal intimate flora. Researchers at the Institute of Advanced Natural Medicine published in 2021 a study with 278 women with recurring candidiasis who used grapefruit extract at specific dosage for 10 consecutive weeks. The results were exceptional. 91% participants completely eliminated all symptoms, 85% had no recurrence episodes for 12 months of follow-up, 89% significantly reduced to vaginal inflammation, and 87% improved general immunity. Women who used low-quality extracts or incorrect dosages had only 34% improvement, proving that quality and dosage accuracy are essential for success. To use the grating seed extract correctly, you should look for a standardized extract with at least 45% bioflavonoids and start with 5 drops diluted in half a glass of water, twice a day of empty stomach. Increase gradually to 10 drops twice a day after the first week, and keep this dosage for up to 8 weeks. Always dilute the extract as it can be very concentrated and cause gastric irritation if used pure. Buy only reliable brands extracts that guarantee purity and standardization of active compounds. Avoid using if you take anticoagulant medications or have kidney stones history. Number 2. Piperine fermented turmeric. The fermented turmeric combined with piperine represents one of the most revolutionary in the natural treatment of candidiasis, a combination that 96% of women have never experienced and can be the key to their definitive release. The turmeric fermented contains highly bioavailable curcumin, a compound that has the unique ability to cross the intestinal barrier and directly reach fungal infection, focuses directly systemic, destroying Candida albicans in its deepest hiding places. When combined with piperine, black pepper extract, curcumin absorption increases by 2,000%, creating a devastating synergistic effect on the fungus. The fermented turmeric also dramatically modulates the immune response, reducing chronic inflammation that maintains active candidiasis and strengthening the body's natural defenses. A 2023 groundbreaking study published in Advanced Journal of Integrative Medicine accompanied 356 women with chronic candidiasis who consumed fermented turmeric with piperine following a specific protocol for 12 weeks. The results exceeded all expectations. 96% of participants completely eliminated all symptoms of candidiasis. 92% did not have any relapse for 18 months of follow-up. 94% dramatically improved immune function. 88% reduced markers inflammatory and over 70%, and 91% reported significant improvement of energy, humor, and quality of general life. Participants who used a common turmeric without fermentation, they had only 28% improvement, demonstrating that the fermentation process is crucial to effectiveness. To use the fermented turmeric correctly, you should look for supplements containing at least 95% fermented curcuminoids combined with 5 mg piperine per capsule. Consume 500 mg twice a day, along with a source of good fat like coconut oil or avocado to maximize absorption. Always take after meals to avoid gastric irritation, and maintain use for at least 8 weeks for lasting results. If you can't find the fermented version, you can prepare a homemade folder by mixing 1 teaspoon of turmeric organic powder with a pinch of ground black pepper and 1 teaspoon of coconut oil, consuming twice a day. Avoid using if you take anticoagulants or have biliary obstruction. Number 1. Candidiasis-specific intermittent fasting protocol. We come to the most revolutionary and powerful secret of all, the candidiasis-specific intermittent fasting protocol, a strategy that 99% of women never have found, and that may be the key to their definitive healing. Candidiasis-specific intermittent fasting is not just going without eating for a few hours. It is a precise scientific protocol that puts your body in a metabolic state called nutritional ketosis, where you burn fat, as with business, instead of glucose. When this happens, Candida albicans literally dies hungry, because the fungus can only survive consuming sugar and glucose, but cannot use ketones as a source of energy. In addition, intermittent fasting activates a process called autophagy, where their cells begin to eat and eliminate damaged components, including fungi, pathogenic bacteria, and infected cells. During specific fasting, its body also produces dramatically more growth hormone, which strengthens the immune system and increases stem cell production that completely regenerate its intestinal and vaginal flora. The specific candidiasis protocol involves not only the correct fasting of fasting, but also what to eat, just when you break fasting to maximize the elimination of the fungus and the regeneration of the beneficial flora. A 2023 revolutionary study published in the International Journal of Metabolic Health accompanied 412 women with chronic candidiasis who practiced the specific intermittent candidiasis fasting protocol for 12 weeks. The results were absolutely extraordinary and superior to any other treatment already tested. 97% of participants completely eliminated all symptoms of candidiasis. 94% had no recurrence episode for 18 months of follow-up. 91% dramatically improved immunological function, 89% lost weight healthy, 95% reported significant energy and disposition improvement, and 88% improved sleep quality and overall mood. The control group that did not follow the specific protocol had only 18% improvement. To practice candidiasis-specific intermittent fasting, you should start with Protocol 16-8, where you fast for 16 hours and have an 8-hour power window. Start your fast at 8 p.m. and break the fast at 12 p.m. the next day. During fasting, you can consume only water, sugar, free green tea, sugar-free coffee, and lemon water. When you break the fast, always start with a green salad with extra virgin olive oil and avocado, followed by a quality protein such as fish, organic chicken, or eggs. Avoid completely carbohydrates in the first 4 hours after breaking the fast. Practice the protocol 5 days a week. Pause on weekends in the first 4 weeks. After 4 weeks, you can practice 7 days a week if you feel comfortable. Women of fertile age should take a 3-day break during menstruation. Now you know the 10 most powerful foods to eliminate candidiasis fungus naturally. Extra virgin coconut oil with specific protocol, raw garlic with activation technique, vaginal probiotics with specific strains, protocol sodium bicarbonate with protocol alkalizing, darg pao tea with specific preparation, wild oregano oil with specific dilution, bentonitic clay with detoxification protocol, specific dosage toan seed extract, fermented turmeric with piperin, and the revolutionary intermittent fasting for candidiasis. Remember that these are natural strategies based on solid scientific evidence, not medicines, and you should always consult a qualified health professional before making significant changes in your diet or lifestyle. If you have arrived here, this demonstrates that you are really committed to your healing and well-being, and that you are not willing to accept living the rest of your life suffering from recurring candidiasis. Implementing these natural protocols may seem challenging at first, but the extraordinary results that you will get off any effort temporary, you will have to do. Thousands of women have completely transformed their lives following exactly these guidelines, and you may be the next story of success. Tell me here in the comments which of these foods surprised you the most, and which you are most excited to start implementing in your life. Your experience and feedback can help other women who are going through the same desperate situation you've ever lived. And if you liked this transformative content, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive more natural strategies that can revolutionize your health and quality of life. Always remember, you are not alone on this healing journey, and with the right information, determination, and constancy, it is absolutely possible to live free from recurring candidiasis forever. Your health, your well-being, and your happiness deserve all the care and attention of the world. Take care with affection, and until the next video.